What's up, everyone? Hi from Florida. I once again staying home tonight. What else is new? That's me every night almost. I know a lot of you on here are like that, especially if you've been in narcissistic, abusive situations or, family members being crazy on you, friends, exes, ex baby daddies, ex baby mamas. I know that it's hard. And I personally like to self isolate to reboot and get a good rest. And I've been doing that today. I've been laying around with the cats. I do go, of course, go out every day and feed horses. But besides that, that's about all I did today. And picked up some Chinese food and ate that and ate some of that. Fell asleep, woke up and did it again. But some days you gotta take care of yourself. We have to take care of ourselves. Nobody else is going to do it. We were always the ones that took care of everyone else. Now it's our turn. 2024, I want it to be the year that I do stuff for myself. And oh, it's so hard because I always want to help everybody. And I'm like, I could sense it, and so I decided to put all that energy into the animals, and on the farm instead of wasting it on humanity that likes to use and abuse and then look at you like you're the one chump person over here, that they can fool and bamboozle and get money out of them. Oh, they're so stupid. Look at them. We got it out of them. We got one up on them. Those kind of people, which there's so many of them. Isn't there so many of those kind of people that, they're like, oh, you didn't have to do that. But they'll use you anyway, I didn't ask you to do that for me, after they whine about whatever they don't have and then you give them something. Ugh. It's hard. Some days I wake up, I don't even want to be around a living soul because I'm like, what are they going to do to me today? How are they going to be, abusive? Or how are they going to try to use? Or how are they going to put me down? Or how am I, or, it's like walking around in circles and going on eggshells everywhere you go. It's just too much. It's too much. So sometimes you just have to go home and you got to sleep. You got to rest. You got to forget about this bullshit. You got to go. I mean, today was just all about reconfirming the Knight's Code that I live by, and I wanted to make sure that I am reminded daily about that. But today I went in depth again. Another thing I looked up was about the Knights Templar. A few historical documentaries about that, which I've read a lot about and researched a lot about. So I just wanted to go through it, and I watched a couple more. I'm unfortunately have brain fog pretty bad at this point. So even though I have a history degree that I got years ago, there's a lot of stuff that I can't remember because I have brain fog from narcissistic abuse. I was also diagnosed with fibromyalgia, health issues. I'm assuming that's from narcissistic abuse as well. But, I'm trying to get over all these things with, I do the yoga, I do meditation, I go have my therapist once a month still. I do a lot of different self-healing things for me. I pray to Jesus Christ, and that helps. I'm a firm believer in that. And no disrespect to any other religion, but that's who I follow. And I just seem to think that There are so many out there right now that haven't taken care of themselves, have given up their entire lives for these other kind of people. And I know I'm not putting anybody down or saying it's wrong. It happens. And you know how it happens? It happens because you get gaslit. Gaslighting is prevalent. You get bamboozled. You fall for someone with a mask on. It's not your fault that you're a loving, caring person. It's not your fault that you got someone like this because you had a traumatic, super duper traumatic childhood. You had narcissistic parenting. You had narcissistic siblings. You grew up like that. It could be multi-generational. You could have grandparents like that. You could have great-grandparents like that. It's learned behavior. It continues on and on. It could continue for years and years. That's why it's taken me a long time to get where I am right now. It's not like I could not have done this 10 years ago, 20 years ago, because I'm just not in the right mindset, Now I am, and I don't need anything from anyone. I don't feel like I need anything anymore. I don't want anything from anybody anymore. I don't expect anything either. And I know that's probably just because I've been in narc abuse, and I think that everybody's like that. But I just am happy with being every day who I am now. I don't want anybody to bother my peace. I'm really at peace right now. I enjoy the most simple things. I like sleeping with my cats, just sleeping like laying around like a lion, and then sleep with them. Cats sleep. And I enjoy going out and messing with my horses, and I like looking at my plants, my lemon tree and stuff like that. I get a kick out of that. I like talking to people and hearing their stories. Of course, I have to work and be around people, and it's hard for me. I had to really compartmentalize things. So when I'm off, I don't want to see people. I don't want to do anything. Sometimes I want to go in the mosh pit, though, and just go rage, I can't wait to do that again. I'll just, get into it really heavy duty, and everybody's like, wow, what's that chick doing over there? Because I just get really into it, I'm like, watch out, or I might just totally just fall over top of you or something. Though I'm getting too old for that shit now. Can't be jumping off the amps anymore like it used to. But, yeah. That's another thing. Just do whatever makes you happy. Oh, I'm just so overwhelmed with lots of visions right now. Visions of what could be, visions of what couldn't be, what was left behind, what's coming ahead. So I'm just trying to just focus on right now. Right now. Every moment. And that's what I'm trying to focus on. What they say, if you think about the past, it causes depression. If you go for thinking about what's going to happen in the future, it causes anxiety. So I'm just trying to stay right now, every day, in this moment. Every day in this moment. Whether it's taking a really good nap, want clean sheets. Oh, I just changed it, or seeing how blue the sky is. The sky was really blue today. Looking at the Spanish moss blowing in the wind. Listen to the horses neigh. seeing all the patterns in the clouds and what they make with the animals in the clouds, watching the birds fly, listening to the rooster crow. Those are the things that make me happy. And if I have that every day, I'm so blessed by Jesus Christ up above and God. Just remember that, the little things. Oh, the good cup of coffee in your hand in the morning. Stuff like that. Focus on that. Lots of love to everyone. Cheers. And have a good night or day wherever you are.